From extending a fight scene to completely changing the story and plotline, here are all the hidden details and changes the anime made in Soul Leveling Episode 7. And please feel free to comment down below your most and least favorite change made in this episode. The episode lasted only 3 chapters, from chapter 25 to chapter 27, and starts off at Jinchul receiving the report of Wang Dong-seok's death, where there are no changes to be found. We then see Jinwoo entering his home, while in the manhwa, we teleport to him already sitting on the sofa with Jin-ah. The beverages are different, with Jin-ah enjoying Coca-Cola in the manhwa, while in the anime she has some sort of hot beverage, and there being different types of beer, where the anime has a made-up brand called Green Grain Gulp, while the manhwa has him drink Hogarten, which is a real beer brand from Belgium. Jinwoo wears different clothes and doesn't think about what happened at the dungeon. We get more of Jin-ah's perspective and thoughts in the manhwa, and what is the second biggest change the anime did, which was Jinwoo not taking the Brasaka's venom at the very start, but at the ending fight of the episode, unlike in the manhwa, which had it during this sequence. When Jinho calls Jinwoo was sleeping in anime, while in the manhwa had it right after he consumed the poison, and we also get to know Jin-ah is studying to become a doctor in the anime. Both cafes are named Pene, Jinwoo wears different clothes and tries to have a low profile in manhwa, and while the dialogue is the same, the anime once again decided not to include or adapt any type of comedy done in the manhwa. We hear about the retired S-rank Byung-gyu in both medias. The conversation scene in manhwa ends when Jinwoo sees Jinho's offer, while the anime has this big sub-scene which changes the plotline completely, since he didn't accept Jinho's offer of doing the 19 raids like he did in the manhwa. The anime inserted this small Easter egg as well, where the level number goes all the way up to the max level Jinwoo achieves in the manhwa before a certain spoiler happens. The next scene goes directly to Jin-ah and Jinwoo running in the park in the manhwa, while the anime shows this scene of Wang Dong-soo a little earlier than the manhwa, and where the anime did a worse job at giving us information about Dong-soo. For example, that he's S-rank in the Scavenger Guild, and a worse job at portraying him as a future threat. Otherwise, they have the same training clothes in both medias. The sum of money is 30 billion won in the anime and 3 billion in the manhwa. The manhwa has him think back at the conversation between him and Jinho while running, which the anime changed and fully excluded, but we get to know that they came to an agreement to do the 19 raids as long as it's only them going in and no one else. This flashback is what made him lost in thought until he got a daily quest notification, which made him realize he overdid his running and found out about a secret quest, which is a way better red thread than the anime's choice of it just appearing out of nowhere and him saying, "Oh my god, look, 11! The anime does show him opening the blessed loot box to receive the key, visits his vegetable mother, and enters the dungeon with the motivation of getting the elixir of life, while the manhwa skips to this iconic pose, which is the original pose on the light novel cover, where his motivation for entering was a chance to become stronger and testing his current level and strength. Other than different motivation, the anime has a way more epic entrance. They wear the same clothes, they plan to use the heartstone, and the overall look inside is the same. Jinwoo looks way cooler and determined in the manhwa, while the anime makes him look a bit too plain. Before the fight with zebras, we get to hear about the Jeju Island raid for the first time, which has somewhat the same dialogue as the anime. Continuing with the zebras fight, he once again charges at the enemy in the anime compared to the manhwa, where he waits for an opening. Excluding that, both starts the same, with the only difference being the skill sprint getting renamed to dash in the anime. Otherwise, we get a reminder of what the title change does in the manhwa. The manhwa once again censors the arm bite to the point that it's even difficult to understand if it even got bitten off. Jinwoo also lost way more health in the manhwa compared to the anime during the scene, including some extremely early and heavy foreshadowing in the manhwa to later events, which wasn't included in the anime. Here, however, is where the anime decides to take a whole other direction, where the anime decided that this Cerberus fight, which only lasted less than a chapter in the manhwa, was going to be 6 whole minutes in the anime. And to be honest, we all think it was done expertly with its direction and animation, which included changes such as him using the store and a plan to outlast the rage buff being anime exclusives. They also waited with the use of Kasaka's venom till latter half of the fight, which was kind of foreshadowed with the poison comment made by Jin-ah at the start of the episode. In the name of physics, this scene doesn't make any fucking sense, and logically, with the rules the anime has set, it makes no sense for Jinwoo to survive this at 179 HP. There is also complaint at not making it more obvious to the watcher that he killed the other 2 heads during this scene, unlike the manhwa, who made it quite obvious. The way he killed the heads was different in both medias, where he broke the neck in a very cool way to then killing the other 2 with a dagger in an anticlimactic way, while in the anime he's really fighting and struggling the whole way to the kills with the use of his dagger, which overall made the fight very satisfying to watch. The way he's healing here doesn't make any sense with the rules of the show, and he doesn't receive elixir of life recipe before chapter 61, or what will be the future season 2 of the anime. Like, join membership, and subscribe!